Hello everyone, this is Nether Trey, and welcome to episode 9 of Nether Trey's Let's Play Modded Minecraft for version 1.21. This is season 3, and today I want to go straight to the end. We got the portal ready last episode. I don't want to mess around. I want to get this dragon's breath so we can get our next tier of goo. That was all we needed. I think we needed a little bit of end stone too, which we just got to get some with a hammer. So let's jump in. I'm melting. I'm melting. Or lagging. Okay, so here we are in the end. Obviously it's a little different than the vanilla version here too. I think this is basically just another part of Young's. This is like Young's Better End Island, I think. So let's check out this new jetpack we got. Oh yeah, it takes a lot of power, as you can see. I haven't powered it up very much. Also, here is Draconium. Nice. We're gonna need that. So I don't see the dragon. I think he spawns when you get closer. But first I want to grab some of this endstone and we'll spawn the dragon and get some breath. Should just need a little bit. Might as well grab this while we're here. This is a great spot to farm endermen too. Obviously they're everywhere. You look at the mini map, it's basically just full of endermen. Like I said last time, we're not going to kill the dragon this time. We're just going to grab some of his breath. Wow, I wasn't expecting a gorge there. I would like to put a waystone here. I didn't bring one though, so that's okay. We won't need to come back here for... Oop, almost forgot to turn my jetpack on there. So we get... Oh, there he comes. That should be the end dragon spawning in. Up. Where? Oh, that's cool. I wish these endermen didn't make like the screen turn like that, because it makes it harder to see what's going on. This is pretty cool. Wow. And here comes the dragon. It says he's here, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is. All right, breath. Oh, let's get these torches out of the hand. A little bit more, a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. He might be having a little bit... Oh, there we go. Huh. Doesn't give you very much. Where'd he go? Where did he go? There he is. Come on down here. I also want my torches back. Come on, you can come down here. Oop. Yeah, I feel like I don't get as much as we usually do. Wish he would land and do that little breath thing he does, then you get tons. Come on. Whoop. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, now we made an enderman mad. That's it? A little bit of breath? There he is. Oh, I think he made some of the Endermen mad with his breath. I've never seen that happen before. I just would like a little bit more. How much do we have? 28? I mean, that's really plenty for now, but I would like... Woo. Alright, that's enough. We'll come back for him later. So, now that we've got Dragon's Breath, I would very, very much like... Thought I saw an Enderman down there. I would like to pick this up. And then do the goo thing. Void Shimmer Goo, yay. Put those away and those away. So now that we have Void Shimmer Goo, we can do some really cool things. We do need to feed it either Ender Pearls or Chorus Fruit. That's why I want the Chorus Fruit flowers. I guess for now we're feeding it Ender Pearls, as much as I don't like that. We are going to need also a lot more diamonds, because right now we have 1 block of diamond. So what I'm gonna do is take that 1 block that we have, put it here, and while that's going, I'm gonna go find a bunch more. Aha! I know we saw some more somewhere, and I couldn't get them last time. Where did I see those? Maybe that was those. There's more. We should get some enchanting going pretty soon too. Fortune would be really helpful at this point. But I'm just going to keep flying around. There's usually a lot of diamonds on the roof of the nether. So I'm going to fly around and grab these for a while. Alright, so that's much better. I'm going to take most of these diamonds. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn them directly into Celesta Gems, because we're going to need a bunch of these. The first 4 we have isn't even enough to do anything with. So do I have any diamonds already? I do. Let's get those cooking up as well. Oh, we can't. We already got a bunch going. But the first thing I want to do is I want to replace this pickaxe. I want to get an upgrade. There is an upgrade that I might be able to use already, actually. So this stone hammer I've been using since pretty much the beginning of the game, and I'm kind of tired of it. So we're going to go... Oh, you need diamonds for that. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't use this then yet. Let's get the hammer upgrade going. Do I have any sticks? I do. So 1, 2... do we have this? We do. Okay. So hammer upgrade. Boop. Let's go ahead and stick that on there. And we no longer need this broken hammer. So let's go ahead and throw him right here. Gonna get all these guys. So we've got 20 Celesta Gems. That'll get us started. Of course, the first thing we want to do is make our template. So do we have more of these? Oh, thank goodness we do. Okay. So we're going to use 5 for the first one. And then obviously we're going to have to duplicate it a bunch of times. We want to make sure we don't use all of them, all the Celesta Gems, because we're going to need some... we didn't save very many, but it is enough to do a couple things. So obviously pickaxe is a very high priority. We want to make sure we keep one of these, and I guess we'll just throw it in the AE system for now, because we want to be able to dupe it later. So let's throw this guy in here, this guy in here. We're definitely going to want this. I am going to want this. I am going to want this for sure. I think just the chest we're going to hold off on. I would like to get the next level of this, but actually, yeah. So let's do this guy. Oh, that's right. You have to make a new one of those. It only takes 1 enemy anyway, so that's actually good. So we definitely want the helmet, because that'll get us our night vision. And we definitely want the legs because that gets us speed. We are going to need some more diamonds. How's our guy over here? Oh, we took our armor off, so we're very slow. So now we should go even faster and jump even up, except we don't have our boots upgraded. But we can go even faster now. If I go to my tool here and I shift right click, and then I click on the leggies and click one of the right click one of these, you can see speed goes up to 3 now. So we should be even faster, which is awesome. Did we get any diamonds off of this yet? Not even close. I should put a speed upgrade on this. Is that what I should do? Yeah, let's try, or not a speed upgrade. What's it called? A growth accelerator. Can we make one of these guys? I know we made one already. Can we make more? I do need a fluix block. That's easy. We still have a bunch of fluix. We need some of this glass. Growth accelerator. I'm pretty sure that these work on these. I'm hoping so, because a lot of my plan is relying on this. So, oh, we are in hammer mode, so we want to go ahead and take that off. We're not using it right now. It does go 3x3, 5x5. The next tier it'll go 7x7. But right now we're going to turn hammer mode off. I should not have broken that yet. So let's put this here, and then the growth guy should go like that. We've got to run power to him. Can I jump out of here? Oh no, I don't have my boots yet. So let's get out of here. Actually, can I? Do I have? No, I don't. Might as well put these boots back on for now. These items are now powered by RF rather than durability, so that's why they're fully recovered, because I have my pocket generator going. So let's get our power cables. We got 2 hardened ones. We don't really need hardened ones, I don't think. I have to get into automation. That's one of the next things I'm going to do is automation. So let's go ahead and do basic energy cables. Can we make? Oh yeah, we have everything we need to make 12 of them already. We're going to need more than that, actually. So let's just make a little bit more. That should be good for a little while. And remember, these cables can be used to upgrade to the next tier, so it's not like we're wasting by doing this. I think what I want to do is, if I go like this, I should hit that other, you know what I need to do? Actually, let's do, can we do the vision upgrade? Let's see if we can do that. That's not my wand. That's my wand. What does it take to make vision? It is this guy. We need another one of these, which of course we're out of those. Do we have any iron? Oh yeah, we got lots of iron. Actually, let's just go ahead and make a bunch of these so we have them. Never know what other upgrades we're going to need to make later. And this should go pretty fast now, because we're only 1 tier away from the top. So that's going to consume those. In the meantime, let's just go down here. Sorry that you can't see. Where's my torches? All right, there we go. There we go. Why is this? Can we go? We can't go like this. That way we don't have to run the cable so low. Once we hit this wall, though, we don't want to go through that wall. Actually, that needs to go lower because we don't want to see it. And then like this. I think we are going to need to go like this. Cool. And then we can just run this over here to our power. That one, is that the same level? Should be, right? Yeah. All right. So then that should be powered up now. And does it, oh, yep, we got one of these already. But as you can see, while that's running, we're getting these very quickly. Also, I did realize reviewing video that I think the reason that my lava power keeps stopping is because my claimed chunk area isn't very big. So if I do FTB claim chunks, I think it's like right on the border. Also, not even my whole base is claimed at this point. So we're going to go ahead and claim a whole bunch more. I should be able to claim these. Well, it's not happy about that. What if we go in this mode? And then claim chunks. Oh, I loaded my maximum chunks already. Okay, so I might have to raise that. Well, we can get rid of these 4 because they are from a geode that I don't need anymore. And then we will load this. We have 3 more. Let's go here. Actually get rid of that. And go here. Yeah, I might raise this a little bit because that's not very many chunks and I'm only playing by myself. The reason they limit it is because if you load too many chunks with too many players, it gets pretty laggy with everybody's automation going all the time. So as you can see, these are all grown already except for this one little guy. So that's fine. We'll take these for now. 16, and then all I have to do is run these down to a furnace. Throw them in here, and that should get us a whole bunch of diamonds. Now that is probably chewing through power pretty good. How are we looking on power? We're actually fine. Looks like we can actually keep up with it, so that's good. I might want to put a couple more. I might take advantage of the full size of that and put a couple more geodes around that, which will look pretty cool. So I can also take this one now. 4 more. You get 4 at once. That's pretty crazy. It's essentially 4 diamonds. Yeah, because now what I can do is take these diamonds, put them in here, get 2 more diamond blocks. Oop, I forgot we were making these. Oh, he's hungry again. Where are our pearls? With the... I think with nether predictions I can actually make chorus fruit. Is that true? Yeah, it just takes apples. Heck yeah, let's stop wasting ender pearls. We'll just make a couple of these. Alright, so you're good. And then diamond. With this growth accelerator on it, these should bro. Yeah, like we got a bunch ready again already. So obviously we're not going to want to stand there all the time and manually keep up with that. So we are going to make a little tool to help us with that, but we are going to need some celestial gems for it. Okay, so let's make a couple more. What we're going to want to make is a block breaker from just dire things. Specifically, we'll want the advanced block breaker, but which means we're going to need a basic one, which means we're going to need an observer, which means we're going to need some of that ferrocore. Did we get that? Yes, we did. I just need to smelt it. Actually, before I forget, I need to make that vision upgrade. So let's go ahead and do that. Where did he go? He always hides from me. So we're gonna need one of these. We're gonna need some golden carrots, which means we need some carrots. Oh yeah, we got lots of carrots. So yeah, 2 golden carrots, 2 eyes of ender, and that will get us our vision upgrade. And this essentially just gives us night vision all the time. So that guy and this guy. So, wow, that's actually really bright. But now, no matter where I am, if I go, oh, did I already close this up? I put a wire in there, that's right. Let's get these. So many diamonds. We're essentially have unlimited diamonds at this point. So if I go somewhere that should be dark, let's check out the nether, see if it looks any better. So nether. Oh yeah, look how bright that is. No more darkness. Much, much better. Diamonds? Nope, that's prosperity ore. We should get into mystical agriculture at some point too, but for now, go back home. Okay. So now that we got that as well as our Celesta gems, let's break some more of these, upgrade the rest of our equipment. Gonna need this, gonna need this. All right, so this guy, and our boots. Dude. Should be able to jump even higher too. Well, it helps if our jetpack's off. Oh yeah, we can jump super high now. All right, the shovel, I did put an upgrade in the shovel, so it's actually cheaper to make a shovel because these essentially cost 2 Celesta gems each and only 1 to make a shovel, but it's already got an upgrade in it, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade this guy. And we'll just go doot. Check in on all of our crystals. We're getting super close to automating all this. These guys, make sure we have those. These guys aren't being sped up yet. Getting on the gold. Let's go ahead and get these diamonds going. Also getting hungry again. Blaze gold. I'm really excited to get this automation going. Doing everything by hand gets old after a little while. But not saying that it's not fun. It just gets repetitive. I also want to do some rearranging as far as, let's make a quick change here. Take this. These guys still are going to need that connection, but I want to put this guy, I think maybe right here, and then this guy right, I kind of want to like connect him up here, right, and then get a cable and go, can we, let's get in behind this guy. Make a connection there, and then can we set him, oops. So the back, wait, which way are we facing? We're facing south here, so that would be this guy, right? So that needs to be receive, and then everything else should be extract, and then this guy should also be extract, right? Am I right there? He's full, and I put this here because then I can, well, yeah, because then I should be able to just remove this guy and this guy. Only really saved us 1 cable, but that's fine. So that should be good to go. He does need his ender tank back, so let's put him back on there. Make sure he's dumping. Is he dumping? Yeah, now he's dumping. Okay, and this will actually give us room to put in 2 more magmators also, which would be awesome. I should have done this back 1 more so that I could, I don't really need to get in there though, so that's fine. Can I jump out of here? No, not yet. But I can go like this. So we should have blaze gold. So this guy, and a Celeste gem gets us our Void Shift wand. One nice thing is that, as you can see, it immediately repaired itself. That's because it works on RF now, which is awesome. The other thing, as you might see a little picture of myself there, is that in addition to having the wonderful, like, jump around, oops, I just gave away what it does, jump around, it also has a new ability called Void Shift, which is basically just a teleport, and it'll go wherever that picture of your dude is. But I do want to change this to left click, and I also don't want to render myself because that seems like it would be annoying. So now I can do the old thing that I used to do, plus we can also just kind of teleport wherever we point to, and it'll instantly repair due to it being powered by RF, which is awesome. So let's put all this stuff away. I don't need those right now, I don't think. We might as well see how we're doing on diamonds, because we are never going to have enough of these. See that? Teleport. Awesome. But I want to make more and more and more, oops, wrong ones, of these Celeste gems, because we're going to need so many of them, because they're not just good for the tools that I've been making, but they're also good for making machines from just dire things. And the first one that we are going to make is going to help us automate all this stuff. So do we have any tools that we want to finish up here yet? No, I don't think so. You know what I do want to do though? We might save machines for the next episode, because now that we have this really awesome gear, I would like it to be charged from anywhere without having to put fuel in this pocket generator. And the way we do that, we have two choices. We can do flux networks, or we can do power. And I think since we're already started on power, we will continue down that line. And what it takes is a player transmitter. So let's try to go for the blazing tier if we can, which means we're gonna have to make all the previous ones. You guys have seen me do this like a trillion times. I am going to show this though. So an aerial pearl on a zombie husk, zombie or husk is what we need. So we need a player aerial pearl. In order to get a player aerial pearl, is you use an aerial pearl on a zombie or husk. So if I type in here aerial pearl, which is this guy, it's made pretty easily. We're going to go ahead and make some of these. That'll let us make this guy. And then we got to go find a zombie. And conveniently, it is nighttime. So, oh, do we have... I hear him. Yay, we do have phantoms, which we are going to need. You know what I also need to upgrade is my sword. Yeah, got him. Did we get any membranes? No. I hear another one. Come on, phantoms. Well, let's look around for zombies while we also collect some phantom membranes. So if I look on the map, there should be a zombie right over here. I see a witch, but not a zombie. Let's go get this witch. Gone. There's a creeper. Got him. Oh, okay, so we right click on the zombie, and now we've got our aerial pearl charged up with zombie goo or whatever. Player aerial pearl. So then we go back home. All right, so with the player aerial pearl, we can go ahead and make our player transmitter. In order to make that, we're gonna need this guy and these guys. Then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to hardened. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through watching me do that. I'm also gonna, for at least temporarily, go ahead and move this setup over here closer to where we are most commonly working. I did not mean to put that like that. I didn't know I could even do that. That's pretty cool. While I'm at it, and we got so many diamonds, I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade our magmator to blazing tier. Now this is burning through quite a bit of power, but it should be worth it for the amount of power that we're going to be producing once we reach the Niotic tier for this magmator. I believe we're going from 800 to 2000, which is pretty awesome. What does Spirited take? Spirited just takes emeralds, and we can actually automate those about the same as we are the diamonds right now. So this should be pretty good here in a minute. So is that that's 13? I believe that's what we need. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So in order to make this Niotic guy, we're gonna need one of these. It's super easy, we do those all the time. We're gonna need 2 of these. So that's 1. And what does it take to in the middle of this guy? Another one of these. Okay, yeah, we got a bunch of those. That's a second one of those. We'll throw these in here, and then all we should need is our blazing magmator, which we've got right here. And then we want to get out of here before we run out of power, which we shouldn't. We have quite a bit. So Niotic. Boop. Stick him right back where he was. Should fill right up with lava. And now we're making tons more power. Yeah, look at that go up. We should also make a Niotic. What's the Niotic level of the power cell? Let's see. Fernator, no. We do want to make a reactor at some point. I've never made those. So an energy cell Niotic. What does that take to make? 2 of the blazings. Yeah, so this I think we're gonna do we're gonna do once we're a little more automated, because that takes a lot. But that is gonna hold like 100 million power versus the 4 million that we're holding right now. So yeah, in the meantime, let's get back to the blazing tier stuff that we were working on. So that'll get us our blazing transmitter. What does it take to go up to Niotic? It's gonna take just 2 more of these guys. It's like 8 more diamonds. Yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem at all. We might as well go up to the Niotic right away. It doesn't actually take that much power to keep our gear charged up. Direwolf specifically made this gear with the idea that you just use the pocket generator to keep it charged, so it doesn't use a whole lot of power. And this is just an easier way to do it without carrying the pocket generator around. I'm also just about out of food. We might need to do farming soon. So now that I have all these extra diamonds, let's go ahead and make 8 of these. And that should be 8. So with that, let's take this player transmitter up to the Niotic tier. We're going to need another one of these, just some more of these, just some more of these. We'll just make a ton of those. All right, so we need this guy, which is these guys. And just these. We gotta throw those in. So close. All right. Niotic transmitter. So now that we have a Niotic transmitter, we should be able to just stick this. I guess we could put it right here. Can we put it underneath? Does it have to be on the side? Does it have to be facing up? Might have to be facing up. Can we get on top of this? Didn't really want to get on top of this, but I guess we will. How about some cobblestone? Oh, I jump really high. Can we put you right on here? Oh, it's 2 blocks tall. Okay. So that means we are going to have to do this. Then we should be able to go like that. Okay, now we're good. What we're also going to need is a way to link this guy to us. And if memory serves, that is done with one of these binding cards. And that's gonna need a blank card. Let's go back here. So we've got our blank card, and then we turn that into a binding card, and then we just bind that to us. I believe the binding card dimensional will make it so that this will work cross-dimensionally. So what we're gonna do is go to the end, because that should be the easiest place to find an Enderman, right? So we'll just jump in here quick. First Enderman we see. Sorry, buddy. Yep. And then all we should have to do is... Cool. So we should no longer, after using this, we should no longer need this pocket generator. So I'm going to throw that in my backpack. Actually, you know what? Just to be double certain that it's not affecting anything. Where did he go? I lost him right here. Just to be double certain that he's not affecting anything, I'm going to go ahead and throw him in this chest. So he shouldn't be doing anything at all. If you look at my jetpack on the left, it says I have 2.6 million FE stored in it. If we go ahead and go to this guy and then put our binding card dimensional in there, you'll see my jetpack power is going through the roof. And it's coming straight out of my ender cell here. It should be filling up. It doesn't look like it is. We're not receiving power to this guy. What's going on? Oh, it's because it's filling up this guy who holds 100 million FE. Oh, we should not have made this high tier. That is my mistake. So how do we get power to go everywhere? But maybe we just make a smaller one of these. I think we take this out. Let me think about how I want to handle this. All right, so the solution that I've came up with is hopefully this. I'm just gonna make a ton more power. So I made 2 more of these Niotic magmators. I made a bunch of blazing energy cables so that we can carry a whole bunch more power. We're gonna put one here, we're gonna put one here. I do need a way to get this guy out. Do I have pipes? I need liquid pipes. Which should be, so fluid pipes from Modern Dynamics. Oh yeah, those are super cheap. Hopefully they don't melt from lava. I don't think they do. So let's see. Fluid pipes from Ortec, fluid pipes from Liquid Dynamics. Let's see what happens when we hook this up. So if I go like this and I go like this, oh, I forgot Liquid Dynamics also needs, it's based on the old thermal expansion. What is going on? Why can't I get out of here? There we go. It's based on the old thermal expansion. You know what? I'm about to run out of power on my Void Shift 1 because I didn't hook that back up yet. It's based on the old thermal expansion pipes. How do we, which means it needs, what's it called? An extractor, I want to say. Maybe that's not right. Oh, yep, here it is. Extractor. Which should be pretty easy. We are going to need 2 of them, though. Hopefully these are the same ones for liquids. Yeah, let's make a chest. That's fine. One more hoppa. All right, so 2 of these guys. Let's put one here and one here. Are these guys already filled up? Do they just share? I don't know. Anyway, we should be making tons and tons of power now. I am gonna have to put this guy back up here. This is going to be a pain in the butt. There we go. And then if we put our card in there, this should fill up pretty quickly with all three of these going. Are they able to extract their power fast enough? This one is. Now this one is. So this blazing cable should be able to extract like 20,000 FE a tick. Where is it? Yeah, it's 20,000 FE a tick. These are each producing like 2,000, so that should be plenty. So that's empty, that's empty, that's empty. This is actually empty of lava too. I might need to go down and see what's going on with lava. Well, maybe we're just not pumping fast enough actually for as fast as this is burning it. Because it does look like there's lava going in here. We're gonna have to go check on our pump. But this is emptying really quickly. So basically at this point, all we can do is let this run. This is gonna be a problem. We might need to get away from lava power pretty soon because we may not be able to get it fast enough. So let's run down to our lava tank and see what's going on. So it looks like we are having a little bit of lava trouble down here potentially. I'm gonna move this whole setup just a little bit. So if we take this tank and this pump and his little power thingy, and we're just gonna shift it like here. Where is this guy? Actually, can we just, we might be able to just put it here, put this guy back on top, and then power him up. You gonna pump? It's hard to tell if it's actually pumping because it might just be being pulled out on the other side so fast that you can't actually see it pumping here. Although this is saying it doesn't have power. Why? Oh, okay. So now we're not able to power this because all the power was pulled into the player charger, which means we can't get more fuel to get more power. So what I need to do is break this again. This guy needs kick-started because he has no power. Okay, which means we need a little bit of lava. Now, he should make a whole bunch of power, which should power the pump, which should get us lava. All right, it looks like we're starting to kick into gear here. Lava's coming up. I don't think that one pump can supply enough lava to keep all three of these generators going, is the problem. So we might have to look at a different source of power. So for now, my temporary solution, I think, is just to use a starter player transmitter because it only holds 1,000,000 FE, so it won't drain my system dry, and it still should keep my tools filled up because they don't really take that much. So it does what, 1,000 FE per tick it'll transmit to me, and I think the generator, which was doing plenty, didn't even do that. So if we look at the generator, yeah, it was only doing 240. So yeah, we're plenty good with this for now. I threw the Niotic player transmitter into the AE system, and we will use it later. I do also want to really quickly update some other tools. So for sure we want to do the sword. I didn't put any upgrades on that. So we should just be able to make a new one. No problem there. Are there any upgrades for the sword that we want right now? Mob scanner, auto smoker, cauterized wounds, drops teleporter. We don't want any of those for the sword right now, but we will be getting into them later. This sword we're going to go ahead and throw in a chest over here. I also want to upgrade this axe, which means we're going to need another upgrade template. So let's go ahead and duplicate this boyo, throw one in the system. We are going to need one of these guys. Boop, boop, boop. That'll make us our Celestigem axe, which is awesome. The Celestigem axe, I think we're going to look at what that. So that has leaf breaker, auto smelter, drops teleporter, and tree feller. The tree feller we already put on. That's the one that makes so it cuts the whole tree down. Leaf breaker we don't need because we have a mod that automatically makes that happen. Auto smelter will do exactly what it says on the tin. It'll turn the wood directly into charcoal as if it were smelted. There are uses for that, and we might get into those later. And then the drops teleporter upgrade is available for the sword, the Celestigem pickaxe, and the Celestigem axe, and we will definitely be using that upgrade a lot. Well, we did a lot today, guys. The episode actually went a little long because of all the issues we were having with the lava power, but that's going to be an episode for the day. We got our Celestigem tools and armor and a bunch of upgrades. We might actually want to look at some more upgrades. Swim speed, decoy, extinguish. This one can actually have an elytra built in. No vulnerability upgrade. That gives you a temporary invincibility. Step assist, ground stomp, negate fall damage. Negate fall damage, what does that take to do? Because I get hurt all the time jumping down in that little hole. So this guy, and then some leather. Do we not have leather? There's no way we don't have leather. Yeah, we do. Negate fall damage? Sweet. Let's take care of that here real quick. That goes in the boots. Yeah. So now that we have all our tools, next thing is going to be working on automation. First thing next episode, what we're going to be doing is using automation to automatically collect these, to automatically collect these guys. We'll probably even set up a few more of them and get everything auto smelted and thrown right in our AE system. So thanks for joining me for this one, guys. Go ahead and give me a like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.